I'm Robert Scott, General Manager, Atlantic Forklift Services. Today we're going to look at what to look for when buying a used forklift. When you're looking at a used lift, there are many type of applications that you want to look at. However, when you're looking and single out a specific forklift, there's certain things you want to look for. For example, you may want to look at the tire tread, the tire wear that you may see on a particular forklift. This used lift in particular, we've replaced the tires per the customer's request. So the tread is perfect on these units, but when you're looking at it, you want to make sure to look and make sure that it does not go below a certain line here, so that you have certain wear, which could result in a safety issue further down the road. Another thing you want to look at when you're taking a look at a used lift is you want to make sure there's not any stringent wear on the hoses, both within the mast, also your hydraulic hoses, and in the center of control here as well. So make sure that you take a look, raise the mast up, take a look at all the hoses, make sure there's no tears and wears, and that will ensure yourself that you're going to have some longevity within your hoses and no leaks. In addition to looking at the hoses, part of what you want to do when you're looking at a used lift is take a look at the chains. So if you'll see the tightness in the chains here, these are very tightened up. So that means that you're going to have less wear and tear on your forks. You want to make sure that your chains are not loose. You want to make sure that that also is changed as part of a PM inspection per your service provider. When you're looking at the forks, you want to make sure that the bottom of these forks and the back of these forks have a similar or same measurement within a 10% grade. The reason for that is OSHA regulation makes sure that within 10% of that grade that you do not want to have less than that, or else the forks need to be repaired. As we look around to the overhead guard, something that you want to inspect here, another safety item of concern, make sure that when you're looking at a used lift, you don't see any dents or dings or bends in the overhead guard. One thing that happens when you're using a forklift is you may run into a post here and there actually may be a ding here and there. You want to make sure that that is not compromised. Part of OSHA regulations is to ensure that the overhead guard is fully intact, not cut off, and you want to make sure that it's fully all the way around. If not, it would need to be replaced. I would make sure that you do ride and drive the forklift to make sure that you don't hear any additional knocking within the engine or any weird noises. If you do, make sure to bring that up to your service provider or whoever you're going to buy the used forklift from. You want to ensure that it has great mechanical abilities and is going to be a long-term investment for you. You can look under the hood and take a look at the engine, see what kind of engine's in it, and make sure you check to see how many hours are on the machine to know how many hours have been spent on that particular engine. One thing that you want to take a look at is the hour meter. To be exact, you want to see exactly how many hours are on that particular engine, how many seat time hours there are. You want to take a look at the year of the forklift versus the hours. If it seems not to make sense, you want to take a look at that and make sure that the provider will give you any type of service records. If it's something that's been in their rental fleet, if it's a customer truck that they've been servicing, the service provider should be able to give you an extended background of that particular used forklift. Cosmetic issues are not that big of a deal, especially if they're more towards the counterweight. If you see any scrapes or bumps or dents, anything along those lines, you can have those checked out, but you can also have them painted, buffed out, put the dents out of those. Those are more cosmetic issues. The main thing that you want to look at is your mechanical capabilities within your forklift, and you also have the capability of when you're talking to a service provider, if you want it in a certain condition, put that as part of the deal and the quote that you're working on to make sure that it is up to your standard. When deciding between a new and used forklift, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. We're here 24/7. We'll help you decide what's the best use of a used or new forklift for your application, and also help you with what makes sense for you financially. But give us a call. We're here. We're always ready to help you anytime we can.